I'm back with another idea using the products from my online card class, Inspiration in the Mail. There's a link in the information box for you to click on and go check it out. You don't want to miss this class. It's really a great class for all occasions, cards. I've used in fact, the class does birthday celebration type cards. So with that, I have used the Ornate Garden DSP. We have 4 sheets with gold embossing, 2 that are neutral, so they're kind of great for backgrounds, and then 6 patterns. In the DSP, you get 12 sheets, so you get 2 of each of the double-sided papers. I am also using some of the garden green ribbon from this suite. This ribbon is, it's so soft and so easy to use. I'm really picky about my ribbon. I don't like it to be hard to tie, and so I'm always checking out the ribbon. I also use some of the brads that are included in the option 1 of the class. My stamp set that I used is Many Mates. This is a great all-occasion stamp set. Now what I did was the cards in the class focus on birthday, but for the cards that I've done this week, I've used some of the other sentiments to show you how they can be used. This is a great stamp set because it also has sentiments for inside your card. I know we all struggle with what to put inside, so this one has it. The other option for an add-on with the stamp set is the Label Me Fancy die, and I have used that on my cards also. Here's the card we're going to do today. And with this one, you need a bumblebee card base. So it's 8.5 by 4 and 8. It's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Use your bone folder to give yourself a nice crisp fold. You then need a piece of old olive that is 1 inch by 5.5, and a piece of terracotta tile that's a 1/2 inch by 5.5. And you're going to take and you're going to run this through, put this inside the Ornate Floral embossing folder, and you're going to run this through your Big Shot, and through the magic of video, I have my pieces already done and ready to go. I'm going to use some tear-in tape, and I just use the tear-in tape for a good so it grabs real well. There's mountains and valleys, and if it doesn't grab real good, it'll fall off, and you don't want that to happen. So I'm going to put this on first, and I have to take my backs off. Burnish your ends really good with this, and it'll come off easier. Oops. All right. And then this, I'm going to turn my card sideways because it's easier for me to do. This goes even with the edge of your card stock, like so. All right. Then you're going to take your piece of terracotta tile that's just a 1/2 inch and run a strip of your tear-in tape down the center. All right, burnish your end and take your backing off. This one I'm going to turn this way because this piece goes on even with your old olive cardstock. All right, and that gives you your 2 layers, which is plenty. Now you want to take your 1 inch circle punch, and using different patterns from your DSP, punch out your circles. And then we're going to take and we're going to add this to our card base. Oops, I shouldn't have done that one. I find it easier, I'm going to move that one out of the way, to start in the middle. So I'm going to move this one up here. And this is where your grid paper comes in handy. Your card base is 5.5. So 2 3/4 is the middle. So I've got 1 inch, 2 inch, 3/4. 1 inch, 2 inch, 3/4. So that's the middle. So using this piece, all right, I got to figure it out again. 1, 2.5, and 3/4. Using this piece, I'm going to put it as close as I can get it to the middle and stick it down. All right. Then the next one I will do is each end. So I'm going to go back to that one I put the glue on, and I'm going to stick it. What I want to do is put this one in here and then put this one down. Oops, I want my flower to be up. So I'm going to put that on, and I'm trying to stay close to the edge. And this piece helps guide where to put that other one so that it's not, you have space to add it and it's not all messed up. So we're going to put some glue on the back of that, and we're going to line it up in the middle and stick it down. Now I'm going to go down to my end piece, and I'm going to put some glue on the back of it. I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to set it down here just to make sure I have enough space in there. And I'm going to look at my top and bottom and have it about the same and about the distance. Now, if you want to make sure it's perfect, take a piece of twine and lay it down, or your ruler even, and lay it down there and butt the circle up against the ruler, and that works out. You get it in there. All right, and then this piece goes in the center. I'm watching side to side, and then before I stick it down, I'm checking the bottom, and there we have it. Not bad. You need your sentiment. Using your piece of scrap of Whisper White, and if you punch these from the bottom of a strip that's 4 inches by 12 inches, you can easily take and punch it out and still have plenty left for 2 full card fronts if you want. So you're going to take your sentiment, you're going to ink it up, you're going to stamp it on here like so. And I'm going to push this one. I haven't used this much, so it doesn't flow nicely. Then you want to take your punch. Oh, and I have ink on my hand. Excuse me. Ink on my hand. You're going to take and punch it out. Well, guess what? I have one I already did. Luckily. I tied a simple knot. I didn't want a bow, so I just did a basic knot, and I pulled it not real tight, but tight enough. Then use your ribbon scissors to cut your ends. And that one's a little too long, so I'm going to cut it a little bit more. All right. Take your glue dot, and you can decide which side you want up. I kind of like this one. It has some interest to it. Take your glue dot, stick your knot on there, pinch it to take it off, and stick it at the top. This goes on with dimensionals. Oops, see? I used a Post-it note to hold it, to punch it out. Now it won't come off. All right. Okay. And I'm going to add my dimensionals. One in the middle. Then I'm going to take my pokey tool and take the backs off. All right. This goes on my card base. Right about there looks good. And then to finish it off, I'm going to take some of the Gilded Gems, and as you can see, I have used them a lot. They're very pretty, and they add just a little bit of touch. I don't have many of the small ones left, so I just sprinkled them on. And then don't forget, do the inside and your envelope. And I chose another stamp from the Ornate style stamp set, and because I felt it kind of matched these little flowers, and I colored it with my terracotta marker and my old olive marker and stamped them on. So there's another idea for you. If you are interested, if you would like to buy the products I used in this video, link is in the information section below, as well as the link to the online class. Check it out. Don't want to miss it. Have a great day.